What's up everyone, it's Sunday, it's time for another quiz. Get your pens and your paper ready, and let's get started. So if you haven't already seen from the title of this video, it's pretty obvious what this one's about. This quiz is all about Disney Pixar. We're staying in the Pixar universe, not going to Disney. There's going to be 3 sections again of 5 questions. The first 10 are purely going to be random stuff about Pixar, and then the last 5 is going to be purely Toy Story because it's my favourite, and possibly a lot of your favourites too. So let's get started with question number 1. You may have already spotted her there, if you know her name, but can you name all 5 emotions, or characters who are emotions, in Inside Out? I'm looking for all 5. Question number 2. Which country in the UK is Brave set in? The movie Brave, which country is it set in? Number 3. In Monsters Inc. you got these 2 guys, Mike and Sully, but can you give me Sully's real full name? Extra point if you could put the little initial in the middle as well. And number 4, what year was The Incredibles released? What year was The Incredibles released? Number 5, last one of this first 5. Slim in A Bug's Life. What kind of insect is he? What kind of insect is Slim? So question number 1 was, can you name all 5 characters, the main characters named after emotions in Inside Out? Here's your first clue right there, sadness. If you can write the colours as well, that's even better, so jot them down. But sadness, obviously blue. You've got joy then, who's yellow. You've got disgust, who's green. You've got fear, who's purple. And you've got anger, who's red. All 5, give yourself a tap on the back. Question number 2 was, which country in the UK is Brave based in? You could probably piece it together. It's all based up in Scotland. You've got Scotland, give yourself a tick. You're probably 2 for 2. And number 3 was, in Monsters Inc. what is Sully's full name? It's James P. Sullivan. So if you got that, another tick on the board please. Number 4 was, what year was The Incredibles released? It was 16 years ago, it was 2004. That's flown by. Gone. I can remember that first coming out. And number 5 was Slim in A Bug's Life. What kind of bug is he? He's a cinnamon brown stick insect. So I'll give you a point even if you said stick insect. Give yourself a tick. 1, 2, 3, 4. Probably got a full house right by now, so let's move on. Okay, let's move on to the next 5 questions then. We'll start off with question number 6. What city is Ratatouille based in? The little rat. What city is he in? Number 7. What is the name of the short film all about a volcano that Pixar released? Maybe in my top 5 Pixar films. It's only about 5 minutes long, but give it a watch if you haven't already. If you have, you know the answer. Number 3, he's a bit of my stature. What's the little wilderness explorer called in Up? What's his name? The little kid, little fat kid. What's his name? I just call that number 3. I'm getting all confused. Let's call this number 9. What kind of fish is Nemo? And number 10, in Cars, the first one, what is the name of the rival of Lightning McQueen? What is his rival's name? Right, let's go over those answers for the next 5 questions. Question number 6, or I'm going to call it question number 1, I'm confusing myself here, was where is Ratatouille based? It's Paris. Paris? Paris. That's where Ratatouille is based. Number 2, number 7, whatever you're calling it. What was the name of the film with a volcano in it? It's called Lava. It's a little short musical. Like I said, it's probably my top 5, so if you haven't already given it a watch, it's on Disney Plus, so give it a watch. The 3rd question was what's the name of the little explorer, the wilderness explorer, a little fat kid like myself, in Up? His name's Russell. And the 4th question of this section was what kind of fish is Nemo? He's a clownfish. Easy. Do you know what Dory is? Well, I'll keep that for another quiz then if you don't. And the last question was what's the name of Lightning McQueen's rival in Cars 1? It's that guy. It's Chick Hicks, or the runner-up. He also makes a little appearance in the 3rd film as well, like a little cameo. Cars has got to be the best film ever made about a vehicle, hands down. Okay, the 3rd lot of questions is going to be about this guy and his fellow friends from the back. If you're interested in buying any pop vinyls, I'll leave a link in the description to Amazon. And anything you do purchase off Amazon actually goes towards helping this channel. Not all of Amazon, purely that link. So please use that link, you'll help the channel in some sort of way. So we'll start off with question number 1 of this Toy Story special. What year did Toy Story 2 come out? Question number 2. What's the name of Woody's show that he was featured in before he even knew he was a toy? Well, what show is Woody from? Can you name that show? Number 3 of this section. What's the name of the play school that all the toys get taken to in Toy Story 3? What is the name of that play school? Number 4, what's the name of the fast food takeaway / restaurant that Buzz and Woody end up in a claw machine with all the aliens in Toy Story 1? What's the name of that famous takeaway delivery restaurant place? And number 5, the last one of this little section about Toy Story. Little Bo Peep has lost her sheep, may not have lost her sheep, I don't know where her sheep are. That doesn't even matter. What is she made of? What material is Bo Peep made of? Okay, let's go over those answers. So the first question of that second section was what year did Toy Story 2 come out? The year was 1999, so 21 years ago. Got 1999, give yourself a little ticky tick 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 tick. The second question of that little section was what was the name of the show that Woody first appeared in, which actually then led to him being a toy and sold. It was Woody's Roundup. Of course we have Jessie, Bullseye and Stinky Pete. If you remember, they were all gathered up by the Chicken Man, Chicken Guy, whatever he's called. Al's Toy Barn. They were all taken in by him as he was a collector. By the way, if you haven't already, can you press the subscribe button? This channel is currently sat on 25 subscribers. It's a little bit embarrassing because my last channel was on 50. Obviously I folded that one, started this one up. I've got a few videos still going up over the next couple of days from the old channel, so give them a watch. I'll leave a link to 1 or 2 of them at the end of this video. But anyway, you click the subscribe button, you've passed the test. You can now move on to the last 3 answers. The third question was, what's the name of the play school that the toys end up in Toy Story 3? It's Sunnyside Nursery Play School, whatever it's called over there. Sunnyside was the answer. And number 4 was, what's the name of that restaurant, takeaway / everything else that sells, well, it's pizza they sell. It's Pizza Planet. Funny fact, Pizza Planet is not just used in Toy Story. If you look at a few different Pixar films, along with some other little Easter eggs they chucked in there, Pizza Planet trucks and everything else is everywhere across the Pixar universe. There's a video somewhere, if I can find it I'll leave a link to it in the description. It basically shows you all different things about Pixar, little Easter eggs. But last but no means least, what material is little Bo Peep made out of? She's made out of porcelain, so don't knock it down because she'll probably smash. You've seen little Bo Peep more in Toy Story 4, that's when she makes her big kind of push for the front of all the toys, even though she's not technically a toy. But yeah, little Bo Peep's made of porcelain. So that's it for another video, that's another quiz done. Hopefully you got quite a few questions right there, and I'm guessing some of you got 15 out of 15 because that was not the hardest quiz. If you haven't got 15 out of 15, what the hell is wrong with you? Go and watch Disney Plus, go and watch all the Pixar films, they are on there, smash them into you, especially if you're currently off work, even better. I'll leave a link to my subscribe button right there, so make it even easier for you to subscribe if you fancy it. If you fancy it, I'm begging you, press the subscribe button, that would be appreciated. There's a link there as well, I'll leave a link there somewhere, and that's going to be for another quiz or a video that I think you might be interested in. Maybe the one of me trying to climb a mountain, fat man conquers big mountain, I don't know what it's called. I'll leave it there. But until next week, I'll catch you again soon. Bye.